So The Rock coming back for the Royal Rumble to win the Royal Rumble to go on to WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns. Thoughts on that?
I like it. It's just like I don't want it for the title. For me, if it's for the title, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'd rather have it. But then if you have it just like them without the titles, and then they say Roman Reigns loses it before WrestleMania,
Right.
those matches are gonna be second to this match. But you want the title matches obviously always to have
Right.
more merit.
And why would you have Roman Reigns lose the title before WrestleMania too? So that just kind of defeats the value of the titles.
Yeah,
And but no, I have mixed feelings about it. Um, do I want to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns? I do.
yeah,
Uh, but do I want to see the Travis Sheaf versus Roman Reigns? Not really, because The Rock said it himself. He acknowledges Roman Reigns.
yeah,
He's the head of the table. He's they're part of the same family. So it's like, why would The Rock come back and take that away from him?
yeah,
He said the Roman Reigns said it himself. I'm champion. I am winning matches because I'm trying to feed my family.
yeah.
You beat me. You're taking food off away from my family.
Our
You take
family.
our family. So
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't make sense for The Rock to come back and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you," and it's like, "Well, you're gonna take money away from my family,
Wow.
our family."
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't like okay. So that's the problem with the story, you know.
Or I just see that the Rock's daughter debuted. They could be like Roman could try to recruit her. Obviously, she's still green,
Right.
but
Nah,
like he could try
I
to recruit her and be like, "Hey," and then
no,
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 I wouldn't. I get where you're going, but no, it's too soon for her.
yeah.
Way too soon. She
They
just
need a
debuted.
woman, but they don't. They have Naomi if she comes back, and they have
No, I wouldn't have
what's
her
the other
anymore.
lady? Tamina.
Tamina. Okay, that
Surprised they
one,
haven't gotten
yes.
her.
Tamina, yes. But not really. I
Hmm.
just I personally don't think they need a female in the group. They
Okay.
really don't. Um, but I feel like right now they got what they have. I think whatever they have now, it's working. Um, I just don't think nothing wrong with having a woman in the group. I just don't think they need one right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And plus it's just like what there's so much going on. Um in the women's division. And plus, and then who's holding the titles too? Because it's like if they add a woman in the group, it's like, and she's not going after the title. It's like, what's the purpose on?
Yeah.
So, but at the Royal Rumble, it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. I personally don't think Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Owens. I just don't think he deserves a title shot at the Royal Rumble because he lost at War Games.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. How do you lose at War Games and then you're getting a Universal Championship at the next pay per view?
Mm.
I
Yeah.
personally think at the Elimination Chamber, sure,
Yeah.
hell, even at WrestleMania, if he wins the Rumble, I don't have a problem. It's just I personally think Sheamus should face Roman Reigns at the Rumble.
Yeah.
The feud started with the Bloodline versus the Brawling Bruce, but they needed a fifth member. Came along Kevin Owens. So I just don't understand how Kevin Owens jumps the line
Yeah.
in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But also, apparently, they're going to have the Hell in a Cell at the Royal Rumble. So if we're going to see Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns inside Hell in a Cell, then I'm all on board for that.
Yeah.
But I'm also down to see Sheamus versus Roman Reigns at the Hell in a Cell match as well. So also Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre deserves another shot at the title. So I think at the Elimination Chamber it should be Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. And then there's rumors that it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn.
Okay.
I think it should be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in a triple threat.
Hmm.
Also think Roman Reigns should be part of the Elimination Chamber match with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, I don't know, Jey Uso,
Cross.
who's Cross? Oh,
Carry.
Karrion Cross. Karrion Cross is gonna start a feud with Rey Mysterio.
Oh.
So pretty interesting on that part. Um, going back to the Royal Rumble, who would you want to see enter at number 30?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
I personally would like to see Cody Rhodes enter as number 1, number 2, same,
Yeah.
in the
Can he
20
last that long?
in the 20 range.
Can you go that long to the end?
I can. Can Cody Rhodes go all the way to the 30th? What do you mean by that?
No,
though?
like number one, like from one to like to win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Edge's done it. Shawn Michaels
yeah,
done it.
true.
So I feel like, and plus it's the Royal Rumble. It's not like a actual wrestling match, you know. But yeah, I feel like Cody Rhodes he'll be able to do it, and plus it'd be more impressive too.
Yeah,
I personally think the number 30th spot should be Edge or Brock
mm,
Lesnar, because I feel like if it was Edge, um, having Finn Balor in there, maybe 28, 29, the Judgment Day, Dominic and Damian Priest are already in the ring. Judgment Day takes everybody out, and then Edge comes in and
yeah,
spears everybody. That'd be cool because I would love to see Edge. I would love to see Edge and Beth Phoenix teaming up to face Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley at the Elimination Chamber in the mixed tag.
yeah,
But at WrestleMania, I would love to see Edge versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match. But since the Royal Rumble may have a Hell in a Cell match, you know,
yeah.
that's
It wasn't
not.
too
But that's
close.
my fantasy booking. I will put
Yeah.
Edge versus Finn Balor at in a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania
Okay.
because
Nice.
that's my fantasy booking. Hopefully, I could remember that for WrestleMania fantasy booking. But let's say if Brock Lesnar shows up, then I will have Bobby Lashley come in at number 28, 29, destroying everybody. And then Brock Lesnar's music hits, and then they face each other off, and then they have a match at WrestleMania. So that's how I will book that.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But Cody Rhodes, because he's been gone for so long, and let's face it, his injury was really bad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nothing where it's like, oh, hey, you got to be careful, man. No, it was just an act, he tore something.
Yeah.
So he's better now, apparently, but they're just saving up for his return. Apparently, he's still doing rehab though.
Yeah.
So, and plus, the Royal Rumble is towards the end of the month, and it's not like an actual wrestling match. It's more being thrown over the top rope. So I feel like he'll come back. And plus, I think once he does come back, I don't recommend him to wrestle the next night on Raw. Maybe give him like another week for him.
Yeah.
Or just build up his return until the next pay-per-view if there is one. Because I think right now it's just the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber. Before it used to be Chamber and Fastlane.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see. Cody Rhodes, rumor has it it's gonna be either the Roman Reigns is probably gonna face The Rock or Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
So at WrestleMania. I personally think Roman Reigns should defend both titles, the Universal and WWE, on separate nights. Night one, it should be like Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, kind of like a rematch kind of thing. But night two, it should be Cody Rhodes. So that's my thing. Because honestly, besides Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and The Rock, I can't tell you what, because those two alone it's a WrestleMania match, right? And if one of those two matches does happen, it's gonna happen at night two. I can't see what can main event WrestleMania night one. The only one is Becky versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's the only one I could see. Other than that, it's just like I can't see what else could we get.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's tough to select the night one main event. Or you could do Bianca, Bella. I don't know. Maybe Alexa Bliss might go heel.
But is she gonna main event WrestleMania?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to bring back somebody then.
Yeah, because the only thing I could think of is, you got Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, but I don't think that in a Hell in a Cell match, I could see that happening. But you got Ronda and Becky. You know, if Seth Rollins possibly, but it's all.
What about Ronda and Ripley? They're different brands. Never mind.
Yeah,
Bianca and Ripley.
She could win the Rumble, but no, is that a WrestleMania main event match though? That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you can build it up to be your main event match, but I'm just saying to be like right now for sure. If I told you, hey, we're gonna get Roman Reigns and The Rock, you already know. Ooh, That's gonna be the main
It's gonna
event.
be nasty. Yeah.
It's gonna be the main event at WrestleMania Night 2.
Mm.
Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania main event. Even Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, that's a main event match. But it's just like, okay, that's main event team for night 2. What's going to be night 1? And you can't really discuss that.
I'll say Money in the Bank.
If they have it, but apparently they're going to have at the this or next year, they're still going to have the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Oh.
The year after that, which is 2024, apparently they're going to have the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
Okay.
So they're trying to see how well it works out because Triple H got tired of the whole I'm gonna challenge you at TLC for the world title, and it's like, wait,
singles match.
but in a singles match,
Yeah,
you know, like I'm gonna fit, you know, Triple H got tired of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you at Hell in a Cell. Wait, the pay-per-view or the match? You know,
No, we're in a singles match. Like,
yeah, okay.
Hell in a Cell singles match.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna see you in the elimination chamber. So it was just very horrible. Apparently, same thing with the elimination chamber. This is apparently going to be the last year of it.
Okay.
So, yeah. So a lot is going on in WWE right now, baby. So, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, they're finally seeing eye to eye after War Games. So this is great. But also, there's rumors that is going to be MJF, way off. It's going to be the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the Universal Tag Team titles. What's your thoughts on that at WrestleMania? I feel like that's weird.
It's weird, yeah. Too soon.
Too soon.
Like, you want to build it up. You gotta start. You should have done it at the chamber. War Games. It should have been like, if you really wanted that to happen, you could.
I feel. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I feel like I have an idea where you're going with, but go ahead.
Sammy should have lost. Should have got pinned by Owens.
Oh like no, they should have screwed him.
Yeah,
the bloodline should have screwed.
You saw like the last picture when they did at the end when they did the one.
Mm-hmm.
Both Jay and Roman looked at him like side eyed. They're like, They still like that's like because people pointed out like, oh, if you see that, that's after the match is over. They still like look at him like, yeah, we did that hug and embrace, but I'm like, I'm still watching you, you know?
Yeah.
Like wait, because look. If Sammy could do that to his best friend of 20 years, they've gone through all this. He's gonna turn. Oh yeah, Sammy considers Bloodline his family, but look what he just did to his best friend of 20 years.
But okay, cool.
You're loyal, but
no,
not that loyal.
But how many times has Kevin Owens screwed Sami Zayn?
I know, but at the same time, you're like,
so you can't know because it bothers me. How is
Roman and Jay are like, well, if he could do that to his friend, I know he got screwed before, but
you need to acknowledge the fact that Kevin Owens screwed Sami Zayn multiple times.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn always had Kevin Owens back when he was in trouble.
Yeah.
But Kevin Owens never had Sami Zayn's back.
Yeah.
Even when Sami Zayn won the NXT title, and you're gone. Even when Sami Zayn won the title, NXT title,
yeah.
Guess who was there to help him celebrate? Kevin Owens. But then what happened? He slammed him down, power bound him in the ring apron, and yeah, so it's just like started the whole feud from that point. So no, I feel like that whole match, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, on paper, sure, but at the same time, it's just like, no, I don't see why you screw him, and then you guys join forces, and then yeah, and then what's gonna happen if they take the titles away from the Usos, right? And then let's just say Sami turns on Kevin Owens, or Kevin Owens turns on Sami. What was the purpose of taking the titles off them, and what was the purpose of this match then?
Yeah.
And if the Usos retain, what was the purpose of Sami joining with Kevin Owens? You know,
yeah.
So it's just like, where do you
see that happening?
Yeah, so it's just like it's just too. I don't want to see it.
No,
I don't want to see it right now.
I want to see the Usos defend the belt and he get screwed by Sami accidentally.
If we're gonna get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I think it should happen at SummerSlam. I feel like that's a perfect
that far away.
Yeah,
that's like 8 months, 9 months.
But don't have the feud till then. Have the feud to a certain point, drop the feud, and pick it back up for SummerSlam. Because I think right now I like the whole Sami Zayn being part of them. But who knows? We'll see.
That's supposed to be temporary too. They're only supposed to do it for a couple weeks.
No, it wasn't supposed. It wasn't supposed to happen at all.
Then people loved it, and they're like, "Okay, let's just keep it going."
Yeah, Paul Heyman did it.
Yeah.
It was Paul Heyman's call.
He was because it was gonna be like, oh well, it's actually like people are liking this.
Yeah, it was
Let's
supposed to be.
they're supposed to screw him like 2 weeks, like 3 weeks in or something, 4 weeks in. Like even before he became an honorary Uso, right before that, they were gonna like originally they were supposed to screw him.
Yeah,
like, oh, you're never gonna be.
because apparently, yeah.
But then they loved it. And then everybody started loving the Sami Zayn thing with them. They're like, okay, we got to keep it.
Paul Heyman's call on that, and then
yeah.
But yeah, it was supposed to. Apparently, it was gonna lead. It was gonna lead to a certain point, and Sami Zayn was gonna be written off, and he was gonna be the fifth member of War Games to going against the Bloodline. So, but who knows? Maybe if we do get to see Roman Reigns face Sami Zayn, who knows? Maybe from that point on, I may feel differently with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn teaming up to face the Usos. I think it should be a triple threat match for the Universal title. So with Roman, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Eric Young apparently got ridden off. Well, he got killed off. I know that's just weird to say. Yeah. Impact Wrestling. Apparently he's done. His contract is up. He's going to WWE. He got ridden off TV. Diener is the new leader of VBD, Violent by Design. Mm-hmm. So hopefully he gets a big push with that.
Yeah.
We also they announced 2 matches. One of them has already been announced. Josh Alexander versus Bully Ray for the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. And then we got what they just announced recently, Jordan Grace versus Mickie James, title versus career. This year, the beginning of this year, it was Mickie James versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Impact Knockouts Championship in a Texas death match where these 2 women main evented the pay-per-view. So now a year later, Mickie James is going after the Impact Championship, Impact Knockouts Championship. The only thing I don't recall if Mickie James said that win or lose, I'm gonna retire. That's the only thing I cannot recall at this moment.
Yeah.
But I think if Mickie James loses, I feel like she's gonna retire because it's just like why. Well, because I feel like they wouldn't promote title versus career. I feel like it'd be Mickey's last match, Mickie James, the last rodeo.
And she went for the title, and she like you said, she's going for the title. So like, okay, at least
she wants to. So the whole last rodeo was if the next time she loses, she was gonna retire.
Yeah.
But the goal is for her to win as much matches she can until she is the number 1 contender,
which is happening
at Hard to Kill. So there's the other thing I don't understand is that the last person she faced was Deonna Purrazzo. Is she done wrestling until Hard to Kill, or is she still gonna continue wrestling and then the next time she loses she's gonna retire? Like what? How does this work? I hate the whole retirement gimmick thing because it's just like, what if you lose on accidentally?
Yeah, what if they pin the 3?
Like what if you get knocked out? And it's just like, damn, what if a botch goes wrong? I don't like that. I hate the whole last rodeo. I hate the whole next time I lose, I'm going to retire. I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to give myself 3 strikes. If I lose 3 strikes, I'm going to retire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I do. I'm not going to be like, oh, the next time I lose. Cause it's like, what if you lose on accident?
Yeah. What if the referee's like incompetent and he accidentally puts 3, you're like,
yeah.
Oh no. That's happened before with title matches. Like, oh no.
Yeah, so I would never do that, but
no.
Hey,
you're a referee, so you will know. Like, ooh, there's something.
I will always ask questions. Who's going over? How are you going over? And I'm like, shoot. And then I know how away. I figured I can't give you my secrets because just in case I go back to referee, I know a way of like, if I'm like, oh damn, that person kicks out all last minute. I know a way of to like save it. I can't show you because I don't want to give it away. So. I know I'm trying to keep some secrets to myself.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So that's gonna be exciting. Trey Miguel turned heel, back at Overdrive. So finally, because he was kind of like there. So, and I do enjoy his work.
Like
so
middle ground kind of
but now he has a character now. So now he has a character. So now he's X Division champion. So now hopefully he gets an opportunity at the World Championship because I would love to see Trey Miguel as a heel facing Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship. I want to bring up another thing. So apparently had Bobby Roode got surgery on his neck.
Yeah.
So he's been out since June. I really wanted because Josh Alexander is about to break Bobby Roode's title reign.
Yeah.
As the longest champion. Second place was AJ Styles, but I believe he either beat it already or he's about to.
Okay.
But I really wanted Bobby Roode to come back to Impact to face Josh Alexander at Hard to Kill, or just show up on Impact for the longer to stop him from the longest reign. You know, something like what the New Day did with the Usos.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to stop you, you know, because we hold the record.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna break that record, you better make sure you defeat us. So I kind of wanted something like that with Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
To be like, if you want to break the record, you have to defeat me.
So he would have to leave WWE or get fired.
No, just
WWE just lets him.
Because Triple H is in charge. I figured that's what was gonna happen. Yeah. Plus, if you would have had Bobby Roode main eventing a pay-per-view, that would have been great.
Like, hey, check out WWE.
Yeah.
Like, oh, go check him out on SmackDown or Raw.
Right. But apparently he's been out because of a neck injury.
Yeah,
Did not know that. But yeah, he's gonna be out for a while now for sure. But hopefully Bobby Roode has a speedy recovery and gets back on his feet. So you know, because these guys, even though we want them back as on our television, but these guys are, you know, these men and women wrestlers, they're human beings. They have regular lives. They have a family to go home to.
And then if they get injured, you want them to get you want them to have a long career in life, and
right,
because injuries could like stunt their life.
There's a lot of guys from the 80s and 90s who are not with us no more because of a lot of injuries, a lot of painkillers. So but there's some with us to this day because they realize like my life is more important than entertaining, or there's other ways to entertain these people.
Yeah.
So
start a podcast.
Facts. We got 129 subscribers. Thank you.
Add more.
Yeah.
But that would have been nice though. But like you said, like he's injured, so there's no way for him to do that.
So I want to know when Charlotte Flair is coming back. I miss my girl.
People are just taking breaks, man. She got married. I mean, she took a break to get married, but that's about it.
Andrade is gone from AEW.
He's suspended, not gone. They won't release him.
He's coming back. I want him to leave Charlotte Flair. I want a shot with her. Even though I would never have a shot with her, but it's like, damn, you lucky bastard. Hey, at least I'm not brown skinned, but
well, he's like she likes me from Durango.
Yeah,
he's from Durango.
I'm from Durango, but you know,
he's from Gomez Palacio. We're from like Santiago. Yeah, we're Mexican guys. You guys didn't know.
Latino podcast here.
Yeah, we're rare.
We're both white.
Like European, but
European.
We're from Durango, Mexico. Well, our parents are.
Yeah. I was born in a Wendy's parking lot. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Wrestle Kingdom. That's going to be huge. That's a dream match. That's already a 10-star match. I'm surprised we've seen it against what's the Will Ospreay's match? The group, the Empire.
Oh, United Empire.
Yeah,
the UE. They do.
They faced the Elite in the trio tournament.
Yeah,
but we're gonna get a singles match, so that's gonna be crazy. I'm trying to watch that for sure.
Yeah, and then that's not the only big match too. Nakamura and
the Great Muta.
Pro Wrestling Noah.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen in New Japan though.
No.
So what Wrestle Kingdom are we at?
18 or 17? 17, 18?
Man, they're already that far.
They've been around for a minute, dude. They've been around since 1970.
17.
17. I was gonna give her
17. So we also got Jay White versus Okada for the World Championship. And here, you're better at the names than I am.
Okay, so Jay White versus Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Got Kairi, shout out to my girl.
Kairi Sane.
Versus Tam Nakano for the IWGP Women's Championship. So she just won it, so she's defending it right away. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ren Narita for the final for the television and inaugural and New Japan World Television title. So they're moving away from the IWGP thing because they added the women's championship, but they call it IWGP. And then this one is called the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television title.
I think it's because it's a television title.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's why.
Because IWGP was originally from Inoki when he had his own promotion. Well, he founded it and then he started his own promotion and then they merged with New Japan. And then after that is Taiji Ishimori versus El Desperado versus Hiromu Takahashi versus Master Wato for a 4-way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Sorry, guys, we butchered some names, okay? And people call us out on that, but
yeah,
come on.
right.
I don't know Japanese. Sorry. I'm learning. I want to learn. I want to go to Japan. And then the main event is Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP.
You know, for a fact, that's not going to be
United States Heavyweight Champion. I know it's going to be the Jay White versus Okada.
But it's going to be semi-main.
Even people are sleeping on a Zack Sabre match. That's going to be fire, too. This is going to be a good lineup.
That's a good, and then hopefully Carl Anderson is going to be in it, but I highly doubt it.
No, he might be on there too.
When is this show? Oh, it's 2 separate dates.
Oh,
January 4th and the 21th.
So it might be the other one. That's the January 4th lineup. We don't have
the 21 yet.
The 21. He might be on the 21st. So,
or maybe the 21. Who knows?
And the 21st, there's no pay-per-views, right? There's no Rumble.
Yeah.
Ooh. So we might see AJ Styles, Luke Gallows
Styles versus Kenny Omega. Make it happen.
Maybe AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows at Wrestle Kingdom January 21st.
Maybe. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
If it happens, it happens. But I don't think so. It's not gonna happen.
No, I think so because they pretty much all the titles.
Well, AJ Styles ain't gonna be there.
No, he's gonna be there like not wrestling. He's gonna be there like back behind Carl Anderson. He's gonna be like
that for sure.
No, but that'd be fire.
Yeah.
Or who knows? Maybe AJ Styles joins like Nakamura as like his he comes out to the ring with him at Noah.
That'd be cool.
Like, hey, you could see him in
cool
Japan.
And weird.
You see him in Japan, but not in New Japan. You see him in Noah, not New Japan.
Who knows? I mean, we're in a weird time in wrestling because last year or the beginning of this year, Stone Cold wrestled.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see that again.
Vince McMahon is gone. Regal's back.
If you told me January 1st, 2022, that Vince McMahon would retire and leave WWE, Triple H would take over WWE, and Stone Cold would wrestle, Cody Rhodes would join WWE. What else? If you told me these
Punk leaving,
Punk joining AEW, no, he joined in 2021.
Yeah.
Oh, Punk leaving right away,
winning the AEW, dropping the title, and then winning it back, leaving. And it's just like, you know what? Let's go and also mention about MJF. MJF won the title, revealed the new title. He is what's it called? What's the new?
The earth?
Oh, the title is the Burberry, the strap. That's what she said.
But yeah,
and he attacked Regal, and then Regal. Let's talk about Regal before we end the show.
Well,
go ahead.
Well. I was saying, like, if I heard any of these things, if you told me January 1st, 2022,
right,
that all this stuff is gonna happen, I would be like, you don't know anything. You don't be a dirt sheet writer.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, wow,
because like you said, like we had Stone Cold last match, we had Cody Rhodes return, CM Punk, the whole CM Punk, MJF walking out, Regal showing up. This rumor is true. Regal put in his contract saying that if Triple H is ever in power in the WWE, he could ask for his release. Unlike other people who ask for the release, they have to get approved by Tony Khan.
Which is not gonna happen.
But with Regal's contract, is as soon as Triple H is in power, he just goes to Tony Khan and say, I want my release, and Tony Khan has to say, okay, you're done. At the time, Tony Khan was like, pretty sure is like, sure, that's a weird,
that's a weird request. I'm like,
but sure, what's the chance of that happening? But the weird thing is, once I found out Regal showed up, at that time, so this is in last year's Revolutions pay-per-view, Regal signed a 1-year contract. His contract expires in January. sometime in January. So
Well, some
next
people
month.
said 3 years. Some people said now they say 1
That's
year.
the other rumor that he signed a 3-year contract. So people saying if it's a 3-year contract, people believe more on that whole if Triple H is empowered, he could request it because that makes more sense compared to a 1-year contract. Because it's like, why would you ask for that one, Chris? If you're signing a 1-year
What's the
contract.
point of signing it anyway?
Yeah, so
Just
it's
do
like
1 year, do a 1 year.
yeah,
like,
1-year contract
take a
thing.
break.
Unless it's like a rollover kind of deal where it's
Yeah.
like that makes sense to add that. But it's just kind of a weird request, and then the timing of it too. So it's like part of me is like, did he knew something that was going on? You know, it kind of makes you wonder because it's like
Imagine if I in my job, I'm like, you know what? Just in case this guy becomes a manager, like I want
this company,
at this company, I'm gonna go over there.
right?
Like what? Only if you knew for sure, like, okay, this guy's gonna get the job at that company.
But here's the thing: if you sign a 1-year contract, it's like that's a weird request. But if you're doing a 3, 5, 10 years,
Yeah, because
that's reasonable. That makes sense.
Because Tony will honor that 5-year contract. You're like, you're 5 years, you're 5 years. I don't care if you commit. Oh, I don't even do some weird, like if you commit a felony or something, he'll get rid of you or suspend you for a long time. But he doesn't really release people. A few people he had to release.
He released a few people that he believes are wearing good.
Or they were doing some scandal, like that one guy with the announcer. He did some racist stuff, so they got rid of him. Eva Lee's for like that thing she did, and then Havoc and all those. So they barely do it. They
AEW has too many people,
and they released all those they released a few guys. Well, not released. They just don't. They don't release them. They just let their contracts expire. Oh, good luck to you. You know, we're not going to resign you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's some people that they re-signed because apparently Brian. I don't even know what happened with Brian Cage. Brian Cage contract.
He's resigned.
Oh, he did resign.
Yeah, for another 2. I think another 2, 3. 1 or 3 years.
And then Chris Jericho. There's just so much going on with AEW. This is the reason we have nothing against AEW.
No,
there's so much happening in AEW. It's just so much to talk about. Yeah. Where it's just like, and there's only 2 of us, and it's just sometimes where it's like we'll talk about one thing, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Next week we think we're gonna continue the conversation that we just had the previous week. And then by next week, it's like something new.
Yeah.
It's just like
somebody debuts all of a sudden. I'm
yeah,
like,
what? This person started a new feud already. It's just like, wait, what's going on? I thought we had a story. Now it's like it's weird because the whole man, you know,
and then all of a sudden, like they have a pay-per-view, they have a match, a title match, and then next week they have a different title match with somebody else. I'm like, what happened in that week?
Yeah, it's just that's
I don't want to watch I don't want to watch all 4 shows. Yeah. I don't even barely watch one.
Yeah, and then you have people who show up like. Don't get me wrong, the exposure for these indie wrestlers, good for them. Nothing against that. It's just that how is it they show up on Dark Elevation, and then they show up on Rampage, and then they show up on Dynamite, and it's just like, and then they go back to Dark. It's just like, why? You know, I just don't get it. And then you have people who are contract, they're everywhere too.
They're everywhere but AEW.
Yeah.
They're contracted, but they're working on the promotion.
Like, and then they got Ring of Honor as well. So it's just like, geez, they have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and then they're having WWE guys showing up on the card. They haven't announced. I think the only Ring of Honor guy, I mean, even Keith Lee is still a former WWE guy. So half of the roster, or not roster, but half of the people that's going to be part of Ring of Honor, the final battle show, it's former WWE guys.
Yeah.
They haven't announced the Briscoes. They haven't announced Jay Lethal, Dalton Castle, Colt Cabana. You know, they haven't announced the actual Ring of Honor people who are Jonathan Gruesome, who signed with Ring of Honor, who doesn't even have a match. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just weird.
And it's the same day that's the NXT pay-per-view too. Deadline. Oh, where did I go? Anyways.
There you go. Welcome back.
Or Deadline is the same day as
yeah, they got the Shawn Michaels made that new Ring of
Survivor. But anyways,
we're everywhere today.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's wrap up this show. So please listen to him.
All right, guys. Before we go, make sure to check us out on teespring.com. Got cool merch. We're adding some merch too, probably some hats.
Possibly.
Also check us out on Pro Wrestling Tees. Get the merch there. We got some cool shirts like the one he's wearing.
Hey, Pro Wrestling Tees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Please check us out on also on Instagram and TikTok at New Entry Wrestling Pod, on Twitter at New Entry WP. Also check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Radio Public. And if you haven't already, please go our YouTube channel, YouTube video, New Entry Wrestling Podcast. Help by support by subscribing, liking, and sharing.
Hit that thumbs up button.
Oh,
So
yeah.
until next time, we are out.
Bye, guys.
Doo-doo-doo.